Imagine driving from Boise, Idaho to Vancouver, Washington, go look at it on a map, for 7 hours, okay, without getting tired and just vibing with life. Well, that was my life yesterday. That's what I did. I drove that whole time. And I remember feeling different than how I usually drive. How I usually drive is, I get from point A to point B. I'm rushing. There's a point why I'm going to point B, right? There's a reason. I need to fulfill something really quickly in my life. I have a certain responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Well, yesterday, even though I knew that my point at the end was Vancouver, Washington, it's kind of like I forgot that, and I was just focusing on the pleasant feeling of driving. I love driving, by the way. If you don't like driving, that's okay. Find an activity which you love doing, which puts you in this flow state. So I was driving through this gorge, and the mountains were absolutely gorgeous. And there was a river flowing, a huge river, and it was a river between Oregon and Washington State. So I'm just like driving through this, and I was listening to these productive videos, and at a certain point, I was like, you know what? I feel like vibing to French songs. So I put on summer French songs, and I was just nodding to the music, looking at the beautiful, here you don't really see it, but beautiful scenery around me, and just like thinking whatever I want to think, and just getting the summer feeling, the summer feeling of just being happy with being alive, like the sunny feeling. And I just kept listening to these songs and looking at the nature around me, and I thought, wow, what a time to be alive. How happy am I to just exist and be able to experience this life of mine. And you know what? That is a moment I'm definitely going to remember for the rest of my life, because it was a moment of freedom. Like everything else melted away. All these responsibilities, like the next few days, the previous few days, I was just living in that moment. And you can do the same. You can live in the present moment. You can learn to just relax, to let your mind exist instead of always be thinking about the future or the past. You can do it. It takes time, it takes strategies that you need to learn, but you can get there. And just feel this feeling of just fulfillment, of pleasantness that I got to feel yesterday. Okay? Try getting in that zone. It's the best feeling ever.